You're watching The Ugly Inside? Subscribe below.
Ugly Inside TV outside St Mary's with Dan. Dan's back. I missed you last weekend, mate. But Southampton 1, West Ham 3 this time round. Let's start with the positives. Gabbiadini, a great strike to start off with.
Great strike, and he's making forward runs, right? And we're playing it sideways. You know, fair enough, we're keeping the ball, but the guy's made runs, which we've looked for all season, a striker that makes a run, and we just ignored him. You know, positive, that through ball's gone through, he scored from it. But other than that, we've given him nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, well, he was chasing lost balls all of this afternoon. Do you know what? I was really impressed by his attitude today and his desire to win every single ball.
You know, obviously, he chased everything down, but he was doing it on his own for a lot of the time. You know, he looked like he wanted to get something from it, but it just didn't come to him.
Well, let's talk about the negatives, really. 3 goals from West Ham. Let's start with the first one. It was an Andy Carroll through ball, and we were expecting it to come through the heads, wasn't it really? But I mean, Stevens and Yoshida struggled this afternoon. Let's be honest.
I thought they were let down by the midfield this afternoon, personally, and the fullbacks weren't up to much either. But you know, obviously losing Van Dijk is a big loss for us, and then not bringing anyone in.
What message would you give to Les Reed as to why we didn't bring a centre back in?
Well, it doesn't matter now because we haven't done it. So we've just got to try and do what we've got to do. For me, I've said it to people around me today. He's got Sunderland next week to prove that that he's got it. If we lose at Sunderland, that'll be then what 8 games, 1 win. The rest of them are losses.
Yeah.
Any other place, you're looking over your shoulder, and I mean that then gives 14 days from that point until we've got the cup final. If you're going to make a decision, do you let him go before the cup final? Do you see what happens at the cup final? But if you give him that 2 weeks before a cup final, a new manager could come in. But then again, who is going to come in? It's just a tricky one.
And as it is with any team in the league, if they change the manager at this time in the season, they've only got 10 weeks or so to keep the team up. But we're in a precarious position at the moment. We're looking over our shoulder because we're only 6 points away from the relegation zone. Sunderland are going to be rocking for next weekend, and after a 4-0 away win at Palace.
Even though Palace have lost today, they've spent in January. They could potentially come back from that, but that's obviously a big loss today. But like you said, Sunderland got the points today. Do we really want to look as low as that? That they're going to come up and come back? Hull have beaten Liverpool today. That manager was linked with us in the summer, so he's doing a job there with not much, to be honest. They've lost a lot of players. He's brought in a few, but he's doing it on not much. It's hard to put it into words because it's so frustrating what we've gone from last season. Obviously, a few have gone, but there's got the majority of the core of the team still there.
Okay, so what's got to change next weekend then, mate, up at Sunderland?
I'd start the new goalkeeper. I thought Forster's flapped at it again today. That's that 3rd goal. He was stood behind the post, wasn't he? I don't know how you can let a goal in from there. It's hard to say. Well, they need to do the basics right, really. Talk to each other, know what each other's doing. That there was almost times last season, sometimes this season as well, where we've played football. Everyone knows where everyone's going to be. It's fluid. None of that at the minute. It's just flat.
Cheers, Dan.
Thank you.
Nice one.